I've said it that because the person does not follow your recipe does not mean that that person doesn't know how to cook. Join me as I make my own tasty jollof rice. So I'm trying to make a paste, a tomato paste. So I went in with my onions. I allowed that to stir for a while. Then I went in with my tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. I went in with some pepper. I went in with some shombo and tatashe. Yeah, little by little. I already know the quantity that I normally use, so it's not a problem. I went in with some bay leaves because that's very important. I went in with some salt. I went in with some thyme. um I stirred that together and allowed it to cook. After cooking, this is what it's going to look like. Yeah, already cooked. So I transferred it to a blender so that I could blend it out. And then I added a little crayfish while it was on the fire. I know this theory that some persons don't use crayfish to cook their party jollof, but I do use in mine. I use just little. And after blending it, this was how the the consistency came out. Very thick, very thick. In the same frying pan, I went in with my frying oil. I added some onions. That's after allowing it to heat. I went in with some onions. I couldn't find a fresh garlic, so I went in with my dry garlic powder. I went in with some bay leaves. I can't cook without bay leaves, so I went in with my tomato paste. I was using the super gold tomato paste, and this was me stirring it together. After some stirs, I was taught from my aunt that if you want to know that a tomato is done, you have to take it from the spoon, and when you see it boiling, then it is done. So after that, I transferred my tomato paste into it. That's the blended one. I allowed that to fry for a bit before I went in with my curry powder. I went in with some thyme. I went in with some jima seasoning spice. I went in with some Benny. I don't really cook with plenty spices, so I went in with my Knorr cubes seasoning. I went in with my salt, and then I already have like some stock water in the freezer, so I brought it out, transferred it to a pot. um After that, I went in with my tomato, like the already fried tomato paste. I added it, and then some persons pour in the rice first on, but this is how I do mine. I poured in water that I felt was going to be enough to cook the rice. After you let me remind you that I do not use spoon to turn so that it doesn't burn. Yeah, so after shaking it, I went in with my rice. This was how it looks like. If you see, you can see that the water is not too big, like it's not much, it's just a little on top. After this, I went in with my fresh ginger. I like to add my fresh ginger at the end. After cooking for about some minutes, this was how it looked like. And I wasn't about to add more water, so I went in with my foil so that I could steam it. This was about 10 minutes from steaming. This was what it looked like. Very tasty. I went in with some sweet corn and green beans off camera and served it. This was how it looked. Very nice.